Yo, what's good, guys? All right, so this is me painting a Cobalt. All right, just a little tips and tricks. So if you've ever struggled with this light, all you gotta do is push down on this bumper, and the light will slide right out, bro. Same thing this side. Just push on the bumper, light will slide right out. All right, guys. So if you ever try to take off this bumper, it's pretty simple. There's really only one bolt holding it on. You just gotta loosen up the rest. To do this, I recommend just taking out the light. The only bolt you need to take off is in the back, and you need to loosen up the rest of these. So there's 3 of these that you need to loosen up, which you could do just from the front, and then this rear one that you need to take off that you can get through by the fender liner, and it just bolts up right there, and that's the hole right there. Now these other ones just hold in this clip, and they basically just go in between these grooves, so it's not really bolted onto the bumper. Alright, guys, there's a bumper off. All it is to take it off from the top is just clip there, clip there, clip there, clip there. These 2 little stops, which are right there, you just gotta lift up over it. Once you take off all the screws from the top, all the screws from the side, and then the two bolts, one on this side, one on the other side, then it just slides right off. Other than that, if you want to take off these plastic pieces, all it is you just come to the back and you basically just move this back. You peel these back one by one. As you peel them back, just push out on the plastic piece and just one by one slowly take them all off. There's a lot of them though. This one there, 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 there. Alright, guys, so if you're ever trying to take off this wing, or say maybe this little light bar up here, you just gotta take off this big piece right here. It's got a couple of clips here. They're like little Christmas tree clips. The easiest way I found to take them off is just grab from the back, get as close as you can to it. So just put your fingers around it and just pull up just on each one, just close to them. If you go too far, you'll start bending this and it's not gonna work. You'll start bending this and it's not gonna work. Yeah, like watch. Just get your fingers around it and just pull. Takes a little bit of strength, but it's not too hard. Put your fingers around it and then pull. That one just came right off. Oh. And then here goes that thing. And that's as easy as that. There's that light bar if you want to change it. And these right here are the nuts to the spoiler if you want to take it off. Yeah, other than that, pretty easy. Alright, guys, so if you're ever trying to take off the side view mirrors, it's pretty simple. There's 3 bolts. It's going to be right here, right here, right here. Oh, right here, right here, and right here. Now you can't get to them from the front, but what you gotta do is you gotta remove your door panel, which is pretty simple. There's a screw behind this thing that sits right around here, somewhere around there. I think it's there. It sits right around there, and 2 screws right here. 1, 2. And the door panel is basically just held on after that by a bunch of just little clips. They're held on by these little guys. They're just kind of put behind the door, and then this little piece goes into the hole right there, just like that. And to take them off, you just kind of gotta pull real hard. You can't be too scared. If you've taken off these screws, nothing should happen. You just gotta pull off all of them, just because there's a good amount. Still one in there for me. You just pull them all out, pop out. Once they've popped out, all you gotta do is you gotta lift it up from this. So it's like hooked around like that. You gotta lift it up, and you just gotta make sure you clear that, or else you'll bend it and it's not gonna be fun. Once you do that, those 3 bolts I told you, or nuts, 1, 2, 3, and then this little clip, all it is, you gotta get a little screwdriver behind this little flap, gotta get it behind, pull back, and then you pull up. Quick tip, if you're taking off as many parts as I am, like for paint or something, I recommend just putting any screws or nuts or bolts that you take out back where they belong, just so that way you know where they go and you won't get confused. But yeah, other than that, there are the door panels. These are little clips right there. They just pull right out. If you see right there, this is what hooks around it right there. So it hooks around it, so you gotta lift up. Once you lift up, this should just come out pretty clearly. Oh, before you take this off, you gotta remove this, and that's just your door switch. All this stuff, all it is just this little clip up on top. You just gotta go from the back, lift up, and just pull out. So again, it's just lift up and then pull out. It might be a little bit hard, so you just gotta tug with force. As long as you're not tugging on the front, you should be fine. That's the back. Once you do that, that's so you can take off all these clips. So I took off all the clips. Now the clips for the door switch, all that stuff, the window switch, are pretty easy to take off. This one you just basically push down on this back tab right there. You push down pretty hard. It lifts up that clip in there, if you can see. Lifts that up, and then you pull out. This one, what I did was I peeled back that blue thing just a little bit, and then I pressed down with a screwdriver, a small screwdriver on the front. Right there on the front. I just pressed down on it and I pulled out. You can press on the back, but I don't got the fingers for that, my guy. This one was probably a little bit harder than the rest of them. All it really is you gotta push down pretty hard on this one piece right here. So it's gotta bend down really hard. You're probably not gonna be able to from up here. So I just stuck a screwdriver in on one side right there. I pushed down really hard and I pulled at the same time. Now if you only have 2 hands, what I did was I pushed down really hard with a screwdriver and I pulled on the door switch till it just popped right out.